should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Griffin.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. So here we go. Should be a good one. He just misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. And a counter left. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This fight still continuing. He misses with that jab. And he misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Good counter left hand there. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Beautiful counter punch. Puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good left counter that lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Punching from both these fighters. Through the hook, didn't land. He just misses with that big right hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Perfect counter shot. That left counter was perfectly timed. The bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sensitive. Come back.
Great counter right hand there. not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push him off balance.
I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new.
We've never seen Oleksandr Usyk hurt like this before. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Exchange here from both men. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
On to the fourth we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drums, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Counter punching. Nice counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Punch lands. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches that go. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. They score again with the left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Time for the fifth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Punch, counter punch. Left counter punch will score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He blocks that jab. Beautiful counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Nice counter punch. They exchange punches. Catch and shoot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Perfect counter lands. That left hand misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Counter right. Got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Miss with that jab. There's a counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What takes you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. You believe what we are seeing. Oh, that punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter right hand again. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go. Out of the way of that right hook. And they figure out the combination to this safe. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood type. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident. God, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
did they survive that? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. Swing and a miss with that hook. Left counter scores. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
A very close match. It shows.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Night, night.